Tonight, adults can now legally buy and smoke marijuana in Massachusetts, but it's illegal to drive high. 22 News I-Team reporter Tamara Sakarzik looked into what police can do if they suspect a driver is under the influence of cannabis.
More than 800 Massachusetts drivers have been cited this year for driving under the influence of drugs. There's no breath test, but there's another way to determine if a driver's high. A car is swerving, driving abnormally slow and not reacting to what's in front of them. But when an officer pulls them over,
you're not smelling alcohol, you're not seeing any alcohol in the car, they're not admitting to any alcohol consumption, but you witness the impaired driving.
Which means that driver may be under the influence of marijuana, a growing concern for Massachusetts police preparing for an influx in stoned drivers. The biggest challenge? Detecting right away whether a driver is high. There's no way to test whether somebody has marijuana in their system while they're driving, at least in the short term. How difficult is that making things for police?
Well, there's no set standard. With alcohol, we know we have that very bright line of 0.08, but with marijuana, we don't have that.
While there's no test to prove a driver is high, the I-Team uncovered a different type of tool, drug recognition experts, or DREs.
A drug recognition expert is someone who goes through a very rigorous level of training. It's a 12-step process to help them identify somebody who is impaired by drugs, what that drug is, and that level of impairment as well.
Larson told the I-Team Massachusetts has 147 certified DREs, including at least 18 officers and state troopers in western Massachusetts. The Northampton Police Department has 3, including Officer Matt Montini.
We take blood pressures, body temperatures, we check what the pupils do and how they react to light in different situations. And all those can give us indicators as to what category of drug that somebody might be impaired by.
Officer Montini told the I-Team he went through 3 weeks of intensive training to become a DRE, so the 22 News I-Team went down to the department to put that training to the test. First up, a breathalyzer. Once I passed that, we went through the standard field sobriety test.
Stand with your feet, heels, and toes together just like they are, with your hands down by your side,
where I had to balance and walk in a straight line.
5, 6.
Then came the drug evaluation test, which measures your blood pressure,
132/74.
pupil size.
So what I do is put a red light right up to your eye here, and then compare the size of your pupil.
And eye movement.
All I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes only. When somebody's impaired by marijuana, their eyes will experience what's called a lack of convergence, which is where if you're focusing on a fixed point that moves in towards your eyes, somebody who's impaired, their eyes will converge typically, but then one or sometimes both eyes will return to a center state.
The drug evaluation test may sound like the solution to detect drug driving, but the I-Team uncovered a major loophole in the system. It's completely voluntary.
Somebody who agrees to go through with the process can discontinue the process at any time.
And drivers who refuse a drug evaluation face no real penalty, unlike drivers who refuse a breathalyzer. If you get pulled over for driving under the influence of alcohol and you don't take a breathalyzer, then you can get arrested. But what happens for drugs? Massachusetts
does not have an implied consent equivalent for drugs like it does for alcohol. If you blow a 0 on your breathalyzer, but an officer believes that you're impaired by something else, there's no administrative sanction, there's no implied consent for OUI drug.
In other words, police would still be able to take a suspected drug driver off the street, but making a conviction stick is an entirely different story. The 22 News I-Team also examined data from Colorado, the first state to legalize adult-use marijuana. DUI cases overall dropped 15% from 2014 to 2017, but the number of deadly car accidents where a driver tested positive for marijuana in their system increased 11% between 2013 and 2017, representing 21% of all deadly crashes last year. I'm Tamara Sakarzik, working for you with the 22 News I-Team.